280. No, that's not correct. We're bonus. Okay, so this is a question that you need to, it's application question. So for the first one, you got it. The second one, you have two different fertilizers. So you need to separate them and calculate for each of them. So you are talking about 1 bag of triple superphosphate. So you calculate the amount of nitrogen in that one. Then you come to the other fertilizer, you will calculate the amount of nitrogen. You put them together. That is what you expected to do. And that is what you expected to do for the last 1, 2. So you have 4 bags of urea. That will give you 200 kilograms of nitrogen. 3 bags of single superphosphate. That will give you 150 kilograms of potash. Sorry, superphosphate. Then 1 bag of unit of potash. That will give you 50 kilograms. So that is what you are supposed to do. Okay, the next set, or that's the last set of questions to bring this round to an end. So this preamble goes to all schools. So, Magri, you mentioned one physical property of a soil. One, just one. One physical property of a soil.
Soil structure.
Soil structure. You were nearly 50 by the first. So soil structure, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, the first second
Soil texture.
soil texture. Agric-Brain, sorry, say to get things college.
Please, soil profile.
Pardon me?
Soil profile.
Sir,
Capillary.
you are running away from the old
Soil
shadow.
profile.
No, soil profile is not a physical problem. So we have soil structure, soil texture, infiltration, permeability, porosity, bulk density, compaction, crusting, water holding capacity, moisture, temperature. These are all physical properties of soil. So this note will bring round 1 to and give them a round of applause. Yeah, so you wait for the outcome of round 1, then you move on to round 2. I believe they deserve another applause. Okay, so at the end of round 1, Juba Senior High had 11 points. St. Augustine's College had 11 points. Okay, so let's move to round 2. Round 2 involves a mixture of questions, true or false application, and some calculations. So round 2 will start from St. Augustine's College. So this is true or false, St. Augustine's College. Okay, a school wants to effect a change. Which school? Joka Secondary. Okay. Okay, so yes, St. Augustine's College. This is a true or false question. All legumes fix nitrogen. True or false? All legumes fix nitrogen.
True.
That is false. That is not true. Yoruba Senior High. Soybean noodles are pink when actively fixing nitrogen. Soybean noodles are pink when actively fixing nitrogen.
True.
That is true. Agri-Memorial. High levels of soil nitrogen encourage nodulation in legumes. High levels of nitrogen encourage nodulation in legumes.
False.
Yeah, that is false. St. Augustine's College. Say true or false? Cassava is an example of stem tuber crop. Cassava is an example of stem tuber crop.
False.
Yeah, that is false. Yoruba Senior High. Yam is an example of root tuber crop. Yam is an example of root tuber crop.
True.
That is false. Agri-Memorial. Sweet potato is an example of root tuber crop.
True.
That is true. St. Augustine's College. Ruminant livestock has 4 stomachs. Ruminant livestock has 4 stomachs.
True.
That is false. It has 1 stomach divided into 4 chambers. I know that is what you've been told somewhere. The stomach is 1 divided into 4. So it doesn't have 1 stomach. How is that possible? 4 different stomachs in 1 animal. So the stomach is divided into 4 chambers. Yoruba Senior High. The true stomach of a ruminant is called abomasu.
True.
That is true. Agri-Memorial. Omasu is the second chamber where mechanical digestion and microbial fermentation takes place.
False.
That is false. St. Augustine's College. The shell of snails is very important in livestock feed because it is a rich source of vitamins. True or false?
False.
That is false. It's a rich source of potassium, not vitamins or minerals. You quite senior high. During pegging, snails must not be provided with feed, but should be given only water. During pegging, snails must not be provided with feed, but should be given only water. True or false?
True.
That is true. Agri-Memorial. A female egg of bees. A female egg of bees could become a worker or queen depending on how it is fed during the developmental period. True or false? True. That is true. Yeah, this is a question. Okay, the prayer will go to all the schools. So there are two terms you differentiate between them. So when I mention the two terms, you differentiate between them. So St. Augustine's College, your terms are isolation and quarantining. Isolation and quarantining as used in animal production.
Isolation is when an infected animal is being separated from the healthy ones or stock. And then quarantine is when animals are being introduced into a country, they are kept at a special place and they are studied to find out if they have any diseases.
Okay. Quarantine, not only when animals are introduced to a country, when a new animal is introduced to a farm, or when you bring a new animal to your farm, you quarantine. You keep it, you separate it from what you already have. Jokwa Senior High, pest and parasite. Differentiate between pest and parasite.
Pests are organisms that causes damage to crops, whilst parasites live on their hosts and causes some damage to them, or causes harm to them.
Come again.
Pests are organisms that causes damage to crops. Parasites are also organisms that live on their host and cause harm to them.
No, I don't think I will take that. Yeah, say the question for a bonus.
Pests are organisms that cause damage to crops, and parasites is an organism which lives inside or outside its host and later on cause harm to it, which derive shelter, food, and other substance from the host.
It's a bonus question. But what you said is not different from what you said. Okay, let me be lenient to your question. Let me give you 1 out of 3. But what you said is not different. Yeah, so we are talking about pests living temporarily. So that's the key thing. They all cause harm, but the pest will live temporarily on the host. But the parasites live permanently. So that is the key thing I was looking. They all cause harm. Okay, Agric-Brain. Incubation and brooding as used in poultry production. What is the difference between incubation and brooding?
I really enjoy it.
So incubation is a method of hatching eggs, whereby the eggs are put in a specialized machine for it, and it's an artificial method. But then the brooding is a natural method where broody hen are allowed to sit on their eggs to fertilize them.
Can I change it? Okay, so let me give you 1 out of 3. Yeah, so incubation and the provision of heat and appropriate humidity to fertilize eggs to enable formation and development of chicks. While brooding provision of warm temperature conditions to newly hatched chicks until their feathers develop to enable them to regulate their own temperature. So that is what brooding and incubation are. The last set of questions for this one, this is the same preamble, it involves calculation. So the various contestants work on the same question, so you have a sheet of paper before you. So listen carefully to the question. A farmer provided a total of 50 kilograms of feed. A farmer provided 50 kilograms of feed weight from 60 kilograms to 90 kilograms over the period. The pig increased in weight from 60 kilograms to 90 kilograms over the period. Did you get the preamble? A farmer provided a total of 50 kilograms of feed to a grower pig over a period of 30 days. The said pig increased in weight from 60 kilos to 90 kilos over the period. Calculate 1. The feed conversion efficiency. Calculate 1. The feed conversion efficiency. 2. The growth rate of the pig. 2. The growth rate of the pig. 3. The feed conversion ratio of the pig. So you are supposed to do 3 things. The feed conversion efficiency, the growth rate, then the feed conversion ratio. You have 2 minutes within it to do this.
Subscribe to it or yeah, like, and also see how either it is correct in as in when you are viewing it. Agric-Brain global.
Is that how to spell them?
Agric.
It's Agric.
Yes. Agric.
You check the name and you see. Check out the message.
Okay.
The way the thing is. Let's see.
if I'm doing it means I have to.
Unless you
I cancel. Yeah,
understand the life before coming about.
yeah, I can.
Okay.